Hey, I'm finally back. So, yeah. I've been playing a game and thinking about life. So I will admit that basically whenever whenever the band director told me, like, hey, I'm not going to give any funding, he said it was because, like, staying in my car or, like, I don't have housing. But I think it was also because he did mention that basically I didn't have a major or plan of study before that. And honestly, that, like, I also wondered, like, he did mention that earlier. And so part of me was like, is it because of a different reason that he's cutting off funding? Or something else, because I'm just like this, like, because I wasn't sure, because his wife works over in the advising, and so I was like, maybe it's because of over there, like his wife is over there, and he's like, she doesn't like the fact that I'm like around their age, for example, and that basically I work, like, I'll be working underneath him, because again, like, I'm like attractive. So, and I say that not to be like petty, because there are some females out there who are like that, like, oh, she's just doing that because she's jealous. No, I've actually had females, because I don't tell people, like, I'm like, yeah, technically right now I'm single, and so they're like, oh, we're having marital problems, whatever they might be. I don't know. Like, it's like, I don't ask them, hey, what are your marital problems? No, I don't ask them that. Like, if they want to share, that's on them. But, like, yeah. So I went ahead and, like, I realized earlier, oh, I'm being bitten by mosquitoes, and so I, like, sprayed myself down with bug spray. But yeah, so I was just like, oh man, like, not XYZ, but, like, bright light. But I was like, oh man, like, it's, yeah, so I was like, oh man, like, it's, let's see, I think I'm supposed to be going 40. And I think I got a new mosquito bite on my elbow. But yeah, so I was like, oh man, like, is she doing this to be petty? Because I've had some married females who are somewhat insecure in their relationships, and so they're like, they don't want their husbands to talk to me at all. And I've seen it multiple times, and I'm like, I'm not even interested in your husband, like, at all. There's no way. It's just that. Overall, I'm a very outgoing person, and as a friend of mine said, I would talk to a wall. Like, that's just who I am. Like, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I actually would be willing to talk to a wall. Go ahead and draw a face, and suddenly you're Wilson from Castaway. Like, I'll talk to a wall. I'm that kind of person. I will talk to you. So yeah, but then, like, I was thinking about it, because tonight I ended up having, or earlier in regards to the class, I ended up having her, and, like, there's not really any courses that, like, I could take, I guess. Itchy. There's not too many courses I could take in regards to, like, a 2+2, but where I could go ahead and get a bachelor's degree. And yeah, so he basically was like, so she went ahead, while I was talking with her, she was like, yeah, you could work with, like, because her and her husband apparently talked about my situation. And I know this because, like, I was talking to her and she's like, yeah, you could go ahead and, like, take the early childhood education classes for a career type program, basically. And from there, she looked and found, and she's like, oh, I could actually transfer to another college in order to get that degree, for a bachelor's degree, but it would be in, like, young childhood education, so, like, up to 2nd grade. And I was like, no, I want the older kids, or, yeah, so basically it's, like, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, like, all the way up to maybe middle school. My heart is for elementary, but, like, yeah. So ooh, itchy. Yeah, I really think I have a mosquito bite. So hence why I have baking soda. It gets everywhere, but it really helps with the mosquito bites so that they end up being a lot smaller, basically. So yeah, I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and do with the older kids. Do that. Because, like, that's my heart. And, like, just thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? He really was trying to help in terms of, like, refocusing where I'm supposed to be. Or, like, not refocusing, but, like, be like, hey, you know what? You can't waste any more money. You need to basically pick and choose what you need to do. And so in this case, like, I admit, like, okay, I'm going to try not to cry. I admit, like, I was hurt and, like, oh man, like, you know, he's just doing it because his wife is jealous or whatever. But it's like, you know what? No, he was actually trying to help. And it's like, no, I need to stay focused. And hurt and I guess bitter. Like, oh man, super salty. And so I realized, like, no, he's not trying to do that. That it's basically like him trying to help me figure out what I want to do, basically. And so, like, in terms of that, it helps. Like, it really did, whether I like it or not. It did help, where it's like, no, like, I need to focus on, like, getting my shit together, basically, to put it bluntly. And so in that case, like, it's like, okay, cool, good. So I'm still going to use him as a resume builder because he does have experience with teaching. And then I guess also teaching at high schools. So I'm basically going to ask him, hey, can you help me build a resume for being a TA for next semester? And so that way, next semester, wherever I'm at, like, yeah, I do have a mosquito bite on my elbow. This sucks. You know what was nice, or kind of nice, about the mosquito bite being on the bottom of my foot, which is still itchy, is that whenever the mosquito bit my foot, like, I felt it and I killed it immediately. So, yeah, I wish I killed that mosquito that bit my elbow so I could have killed it. So, yeah. But yeah, so oh yeah, the lady that I was, that I stayed with, she did suggest a screen window. So I'm like, hey, that sounds like a good idea. She did suggest Temu, which you go ahead and, like, buy stuff from Temu, which is from China, and, like, everything's harder to get from China from what I understand, and I'm just like, so, yeah. But yeah, so in this case, it, like, did force me to be like, okay, I can't play around anymore, and I need to pick something, basically. And now it's like, okay, let me go after something that's somewhat easy, like, not teaching. I've heard teaching is very hard, but, like, English. But it's like, you know what? I would totally, like, if I could, I would totally teach, like, English and math and maybe some others. I don't like maybe some others but English is something that I've kept up with. Now if it's math, I would be like, yeah, I'll totally do math. But in my case, it's like, well, let me go ahead and what I may end up doing in the future, because I love to learn, is basically go ahead and what is it? Choose, like, go ahead, teach English. And then, because you are required to take trigonometry and calculus and linear algebra and all those other courses. And I did ask a math teacher, like, what do you recommend? And she's like, I need to get a wheel alignment. She did not say that. That is me. I need to make a list of what I need to get done, like, this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Including applying for jobs. That I can probably do tomorrow because I took care of some of the other stuff today. So what I'll do... Oh, the mosquito bite is so big. Boo. Yeah, so Friday Friday morning I'll probably get a wheel alignment done. Because what else am I gonna do? Oh, Planet Fitness. That's what I'll do. Because I'll be waking up at 6:30 or so. I'm still trying to figure out my schedule. So yeah. Yeah, I'll wake up at 6:30. Okay. Please pass me, dude. Oh, you're a U-Haul van. Okay. Hi, U-Haul. He has been driving very, very safely, I admit. Yeah, so in this case, like, so it was a good wake-up call, where basically it's like, okay, I need to go ahead and take care of this. So, yeah, what was it? Yeah, so what I'm thinking about, what I might end up doing, basically do English, become an English education major, and then, or like English teacher, sorry, do that, and then maybe see if I can maybe learn math, like a semester, like one class of trigonometry, and then the following semester, like, well, first college algebra, like each semester, I just take a math class, and then that way, by each semester taking a math class, and then hopefully, like, maybe I could talk to them and then see about maybe they're willing to pay for the math courses, and then that way I could go ahead and eventually build up to doing that, or becoming a math teacher while teaching English. So doing that, because people just need teachers in general. But yeah, doing that, and because I do enjoy math, I've heard that people do make extra money by becoming a tutor. Okay, maybe you can see it. Hey, there it is! Holy cow. Yeah, becoming maybe a math teacher or something. Yeah, so that's one of the options. Another option is basically because it's like, you know what, I don't want to sit and play on my phone all day. I could go ahead and maybe write stories or whatever and work on that. Oh, speaking of writing, so I talked to the instructor basically went through the syllabus, and she was like, yeah, basically, what was it? She was going through the syllabus. Let's see. And I'm going into Kroger to get that milk. I don't think it's at Walmart. Okay, please stop. Okay, good. So hence why I'm going here for the milk. I wonder if I could work at a coffee shop here. because they have morning hours, and then I could do that like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, so I could become like an English. It's so big. I could do English and math, and then see about that. She did suggest, and I realized that her and her husband did talk about it. She did mention that I could become like a special ed teacher, and special ed teachers are paid more. I don't know if they specifically have something in English, but that's maybe. I guess it just depends. She did mention that I don't know if it's I think it's special ed, where basically sometimes they just pull kids out for like certain classes in which they do need help. And then they do also have it where the ones that are severely autistic or mentally, I don't know what the word is, retarded, but that sounds politically incorrect. So not where they're severely mentally handicapped. That's the word. Okay, I have not used that phrase in years. So severely mentally handicapped, where it's like, okay, they need help like constantly and such. So those people, like, I know one lady, she's actually a special ed teacher, and so it's like, okay, you know what, maybe not, because they are paid more. But that's also because, again, they're working with special ed students. So yeah, I'll go ahead and ask my friend who does work in special ed and see what she says about it, especially if it pays more, and then especially if there's something that's in English, so that way I can still maintain that route. Yeah, so I admit I was bitter and angry, and it's like, you know what, like, can't I hold on to that, just, bitter and angerness just a little bit more? And then I was like, no, like, what do I preach? Like, even like last night, like, you need to let that go. Like, whatever bitterness and anger you have, you need to let that go. Like, does not matter. What does the Bible say? It says you need to forgive them 99 times 99. And that means, like, I know some people are like, well, you don't have to be around them anymore, be in a safe environment. Like, if they're physically abusive, like, yeah, definitely, like, get out, be in a safe environment or whatever. I hate mosquito bites. I know I'm their favorite snack, but I would rather be like, I'm my husband's favorite snack, not a mosquito's favorite snack. Just like, college students. So it's really, really annoying. I want to bite it off. So yeah. Hey, summer stuff is on sale. Like, this thing is 70% off. It's now, I think, $132 instead of however much. I don't know. But that's really kind of cool. Do I want it? I don't have the money for it, like, at all, to be realistic. So yeah. But yeah, so that is an option. I told her I don't know, because, like, again, I'm like, I'm gonna be a grown-up now, and thank you again so much for guiding me and be like English. So yeah, but anyways, so the Bible even teaches, like, you need to forgive, like, does not matter. Like, you need to forgive this person. And the person, it's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, she did mention about an online course, which I was like, maybe I could try it, but it's more so trying it out. And so, after realizing, wait, I do want to take music or voice lessons, and I do want to take drum lessons because I have the set and I'm going to use it. And then voice lessons because I have a voice. And it's like, God gave me a talent. I might as well, like, use it. So I'm using scripture. I'm using so much scripture. It's like, God gave me this talent. Might as well use it. And so, yeah, and like actually use it and learn how to use it. And then with the drum sets, like, I have this that my dad gave me, and I'm not using it, and it's like, you know what, I need to learn to use it. And it's the same price up to about 21 credits. So I'm like, I'll go ahead and do that. And then next semester, yeah, it might be like online courses, mainly, or again, because it's only like maybe 2 classes, I can go ahead and just take, maybe even transfer. So it's not a full semester that I'll be taking at a different college, but I can simply transfer somewhere else. So yeah. And it's 2 classes, and I can combine that with other courses that I'll be taking. So, and then the music is also because I'm like, I don't want to become bored, restless or whatever with it. So I'm like, I'll go ahead and take this. So yeah. What else is there? Let's see. I'm really glad I got an oil change. Okay. What else is there? So yeah, there's that. And then, by the way, the new drink, I think it's really cool, where it's marshmallow and peanut butter and like some of the other drinks, just to kind of try it. I know online I will occasionally see it where it's like, hey, we have this special for like just today. And so I wonder, so especially if you're trying to do like a flash sale. So I received text message or emails about that, like, hey, we have a flash sale like today. And it's letting me know that day. And I'm like, for me personally, it doesn't really help me, because I'm like, well, I'm busy that day. So this is just an idea. Since your sibling wanted to do like a flash sale for a particular drink, especially if your sibling is trying to get more people to come into the door, and be like, I want to go ahead and like buy this particular drink. Your sibling does not have to do this at all, by the way. They can do it, they don't have to do it. What I would do is, like, remember the unicorn drink from Starbucks? And I say that because inside this particular Kroger, there's a Starbucks. What I would do is basically like, Starbucks really drummed up the excitement behind the unicorn drink before it even came out. They did it like months, at least weeks in advance. So like by the time it came around, like it was almost like people drank it up like that. So what I would do is announce this one drink like maybe 2 weeks in advance or so, and announce, hey, we're making this drink and we're releasing it one day only on, like, we'll say maybe the slowest day out of the week, probably that. And then that way it drums it up, and that way it allows it where business on the day that's super, super slow, it suddenly shoots up. So that way there's more business. But it's like, maybe it's just a little beyond what the busiest day out of the week is. So that way, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not overwhelming. So there's option 1. Option 2 is basically for business, for it to be announced on a certain day in which your sibling is available, because I do from what I understand, your sibling is still working. I don't know. I'm guessing. So yeah. But yeah, I hope your sibling's doing well. How is your sibling, by the way? Is your sibling still like working that job and another job, or is it like just one job, or is it like, you know what, I'm going to focus strictly on my family, or like, and how is your sibling's husband doing? Because I know that was that a mosquito? I like felt It might have been my hair. I don't know. But yeah, so that is like an idea. Especially if your sibling is helping to really drum up business. I know at my company, they actually had special offers, and like the best special offers were basically like, they eventually came out with specials that I'm like, this is stupid. Like nobody's coming for this at all. But some of the special offers they came out with was where basically instead of paying $10 for jumping, you paid like $8 for jumping for an hour, and people loved it. Like we had people, like crowds of people coming in, or not crowds, but we had more people coming in for that. And it was like Wednesday night, and it would start at like 6, and then you could jump. It was technically just 1 hour, and basically you would end at like 8 p.m. There was that. What was another one? Buy one get one free, I think it was, where you pay 14, like for 2 people, it was like $10, for example. So like you saved some money. People came in with their friends. What was another one? So that was another one. I think another one was basically where they could jump for an extended amount of time, and it was like they could jump for like 3-4 hours for like maybe $15. So it's a little bit extra. I think that was it. But it wasn't much. Yeah, so they did things like that, and it's like, that is so cool. Like, yeah, I thought it was really, really cool. Just doing that and experiencing that. So, yeah. And learning from it. Definitely that's what I meant to say. My mind has been doing a squirrel, but definitely learning from it, and that way it's like helps you guys out. So yeah. But that's just an idea. If your sibling wanted to try it. So yeah, and then hopefully like it drums up business, because like, yeah, and then I think announcing it like weeks in advance. Hey, we're coming out with like this particular drink, or like weeks in advance about this particular drink. That way people are aware that it's coming out, and they can be like, I want that drink, and they can kind of plan and prepare and mentally be like, okay, switch over to this drink. So yeah, I do. Yeah, and that's really cool, especially that like September, autumn. So yeah, or fall basically. But yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you later. I hope that you have a great day. Yeah, I think there was something else. I can't remember what. I'll make another video tonight. If it's, I feel like I missed something, so I'll make another video tonight about something that I missed. I'm gonna go inside Kroger, go to the restroom, and then also buy milk, and then what else I need? I needed crackers, so I may just come here for like meat and crackers, and then maybe like a burrito or something if it's cheap enough. Yeah, go and do that. Actually, vegetables. I would love to have some vegetables, so I may go in the frozen food section and get like some vegetables or something if it's cheap enough, because I realized like, for salad or for some of the other stuff out there, it's like $2 compared to fast food, which is like $5-6. So yeah. And then I need to make a list. I need to make a list of things I need to get done tomorrow. So that includes job searching. So yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you later. I hope that you have a wonderful night. And yeah, I'll make another video shortly. And yeah. They got all these sodas. I think it's funny. There's 2 guys. One guy's holding 3 cases of 12, and then the other guy's holding 2 cases of 12. So yeah. Anyways, let me know if they're both holding 3 cases of 12. I was wrong. Let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, and I will respond tonight. So yeah, bye.